got into Risen this season, so I'm really excited to see what these teams can bring between Pride and Domination and a New Dawn. So let's see.
Yeah, there's very rarely a more exciting time in League of Legends than when you get to see these new competitive teams come out. Because all of them have these players that, like, sometimes you've heard of them, sometimes you haven't. They all have their own unique picks, playstyles. It's just kind of cool to see how they get to develop over the season, and this is the start. We get to see who's dominant in this one.
Yeah, we will see who is dominant, and pick and bans have started. Pride and Domination have banned out the Thresh and the Kaisa, and the New Dawn has banned out the Zed. I've been seeing a lot of Zed banned out in my solo queue games lately, so I saw you got that little buff with the W, but I didn't think it would be that dominant, honestly. But
I think what it is just the buffs to Zed made him a little bit more consistent as a full-on assassin. His ultimate was kind of like the whole basis behind him playing against AD champions to take advantage of that. You could get 30, 40 AD against the right teams and nothing against other teams. So they wanted to kind of straighten that out. So now he's more consistent of a pick across all platforms. I think that's
he's a really good pick right now, and the more bans are coming in. Nami getting banned, and I think she's like the #2 support right now outside of Sona. So it's definitely a good ban, and Vladimir and Sejuani as well. So let's see what Pride and Domination is going to be picking for their first pick here.
Yeah, this is the kickoff. This is the first champion we could see in this split for these teams. So.
Ezreal.
And shocker.
Yeah, for real, what a shocker we got with Ezreal here, man. One of the best AD carries right now in the game after Lucian got nerfed. I mean, it's definitely not good in solo queue, but it still has that really good late game scaling with the double tier build and the AP with the Gunblade and et cetera, et cetera. So that's a really good pick. But Sivir is the answer, and also a first rotation Rek'Sai, which is pretty interesting to me, honestly.
Yeah, Rek'Sai is pretty strong as a champion. It's just an early lock, maybe something that Tilt is kind of comfortable with. And then Sivir's pretty good into Ezreal specifically. Like early in the laning phase, it's a little difficult, but her wave clear advantage just makes it so much easier for her to stay equal in itemization, which is very rare for an AD to be able to do with Ezreal. You see it?
Yeah, and not only that, but Sivir, like, because she can push the wave in so easily, Ezreal has a really hard time CSing under tower. So I think that was kind of the thought process here. Pride and Domination picking up the Morgana and the Kayn, and a New Dawn picking up the Braum for themselves. So we got the bot lane and the jungles all picked up. Let's see what the solo lanes are going to bring, though.
It'll be pretty interesting. We have some pretty decent aggression coming in from the side of. I think that's a New Dawn on the red side, correct?
Yes, the New Dawn is on the right side. Yes.
Yeah, they have some pretty decent aggression. Rek'Sai can kind of put his presence and make himself known in that early game around the map, and then Sivir and Braum are pretty good in skirmishes with the bounce on the crossblade and then the passive of Braum. So it really makes a lot of sense. A lot more poke-oriented bot lane, and then you have Kayn, which just scales super well, but his early game impact certainly won't be anywhere near a Rek'Sai. I'm kind of interested to see where they go with.
Yeah. But with Morgana being picked, I mean, this Braum is going to have a pretty hard time trying to get those winter bites off, honestly. So we're going to see how that lane is going to be going along. But the second phase of bans is coming in. New Dawn is banning out the mid lane with Malzahar and Zoe, and two very obnoxious laners to go against. And a Pride and Domination looks like they're doing the same thing, banning out the Corki. Let's see what their second ban is going to be, if they're going to keep going towards that mid lane. And it is a Swain, which can technically be flex top, but I think it is a mid laner. So let's see if a New Dawn is going to prioritize the mid laner right now, or if they're going to leave it for a counter pick. I mean, what else is good right now?
Out of the mid lane, like Lissandra, probably the only thing left. Like that's super good.
Ooh, but it looks like a New Dawn actually going for the Kled blind pick. That's interesting. I haven't seen a Kled in a long time, so.
Yeah, and it was really weird because no top lane bans came out here, so this is just his personal preference on champion. He got to pick any champion he wanted right here, and he decides on the Kled, so this has got to be a very comfortable pick for him if he wants to go that heavy into it.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Lissandra earlier, and it looks like Pride and Domination has picked up that Lissandra for themselves, and the Fiora as well to counter the Kled. So when that bear trap on a rope comes out, Fiora can just parry that over and over and over again.
Yeah,
So it's definitely a very good counter pick.
it's an explosive top lane matchup. It's really cool to see two duelists get locked in that lane. Then we see Ari come in as the response as the last pick.
Ari is so obnoxious with that glacial augment build that's starting to come around. Like the GLP and the man, what is
Twin
it?
Shadows.
Shadows? Ah, I hate that, man. I hate it so much.
It's a
But
frustrating.
oh yeah, it's very frustrating. So, looking at the draft, who would you give the edge to? I mean, uh, a new Dawn does get the priority jungle in the Rek'Sai and the priority ADC in the Sivir, but I mean, Pride and Domination got the Ezreal, they got the good counter pick in Fiora, they got the great engage in Lissandra. I mean, who would you give it to right now?
Yeah, I don't really know any of these players, know either of these teams, but just looking at team comps, I like a new Dawns a little bit better because their champions feel like they interact with one another better. Fiora doesn't really team fight. Kayn isn't fantastic in team fights. He's really more for edges like that. And then you have, Ezreal, Morgana don't tend to be anywhere near like front line. So to me, it's just too disjointed of skirmishing and team fighting from the side of Pride and Domination. And of course, this could go the opposite way if they have individual strengths around the map. But I think in terms of skirmishing team play, a new Dawn has the advantage with the comp they've built.
You say that, but during team fights, Pride of Domination, Mother of Dogs, can just black shield the Kayn, and he can just run amok in their backline with the red Kayn. So we're gonna see how that is gonna be playing out. But we are here on the Summoner's Rift, so let's see how it's gonna go.
It'll be an interesting one. You did mention that Glacial Augment build. That is what the Ari decided to opt for. Not much of a surprise there.
Oh man, that's annoying. That's so annoying. But Ari did decide to go for the Dark Seal and the refillable pot instead of the Corrupting Pot. Pretty interesting, honestly. But I mean, if she can snowball that lane, it's a goodbye,
Yeah. The mana sustain just kind of isn't there for the early part of the stage. Although most mid laners have kind of been opting for this Dark Seal, maybe double Dark Seal into Corrupting Potion. So maybe it's just she wants to stay healthy long enough in order to get to that second Dark Seal, maybe into a first item instead of transitioning there. So just kind of curious what she wants to go for there. It would be kind of interesting to see that adaptation out of the lane.
Yeah. And also, guys, make sure you put in your bets in the chat to think who you guys think is going to win. Pride and Domination or a new Dawn. Put it in the chat. You get points, just for watching. Let's see who you guys think is going to win. Honestly, though, I really like this this Pride and Domination comp they got going on. But honestly, I think it's just me. I'm a support main. I hate Morgana. I think Morgana's such an aggravating champion to go against. While a little bit of trading is going down, Leah is going. Man, they are really losing this health trade going on. Mother of Dogs having to flash away, but the Dark Binding is going to be able to hit onto Angel, able to disengage correctly, but a Summoner spell going down for Mother of Dogs.
Yeah, the Summoner trade of the Flash for a lot of that Brahms health bar. He does have the Relic Shield coupled with a couple potions, so he'll be fine at least for the early laning phase. But it's very to deal with this kind of thing against two ranged opponents. He's the only melee character in this bot lane, so he's going to be all the more punishable with the low health bar.
Yeah. We will see. And that's that Sivir push that we were talking about earlier, with she's just able to W that wave and it's just able to push in so easily. Ezreal having a tough time trying to keep up with the wave clear, but see how it is going to be going on.
Absolutely. We do see Rek'Sai also. Both junglers started on their bottom side of the map, but the scuttle went over to Rek'Sai. So now Kayn is on the back foot. He's a camp down, so he's going to have to try to race maybe for that scuttle crab. I'm sure that he'll try to at least path for it. Yeah, he's going right there.
You called it. Yeah, he's going straight for it right now. Oh, Electron Slayer in a lot of trouble though, but able to get Scarl back just in time for that parry to not hit. So, God bless Scarl. But it looks like Kayn is going to be able to get that second scuttle, so Kayn not as behind as he wants to start, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, both jugglers
both
just
got
going for full clears on their jungle, not really willing. I think that's positive for the Kayn. The longer he could go without this Rek'Sai putting damage down on these lanes, the better. So if he's able to get to a minimum first like transformation, if he can get to transformation without his lanes really losing, that's when he can really step in and start being this like menacing force around the map.
Yeah, I saw that Kayn change too. I forgot what it was though. Like I think the transformation is a little bit earlier. Am I correct? Like I remember seeing that they changed him up a little bit, like a few patches ago, but I don't remember it exactly.
So how it works now is that it used to be whether you damage a melee champion or a ranged champion, you filled bars separately. Now it's based on the amount of damage you do. We have a fight here at the top lane. See if he keeps going to use it. No.
Nah, he's all good. He's all
I want
good.
to see it's gonna happen. Oh. Alright.
But what about Kayn? what about a
okay, so the bar's filled based on the amount of damage you do to champions, and it determines based on whether you've done more damage to a ranged champion or to a melee champion. All in all, it made his total time of transformation a little bit faster, so long as you're still doing consistent damage to champions across the map. It also makes it a little easier to control which way you go. And then the final change is that if you get the transformation you didn't want, red or blue, you can still stack the other transformation in the meantime. You don't just have to wait 4 minutes after you've gotten your transformation. So things to kind of even out that bar have made him a little bit more consistent to play with jump.
Okay. That that makes sense. Also, something interesting to note: both of the junglers went for the double longswords instead of finishing their jungle item, or not their jungle item, but their the red smite or the blue smite, which is kind of interesting to me. I don't think I've ever seen that, but. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen high elo jungles, I guess.
Yeah. I don't mind it on Rek'Sai, I guess. If he wants to get involved in some of these lanes, the damage might help him a little bit. But if Kayn gets that early upgrade for the red or the blue smite, his mana regen with that item is actually high enough that he can use his Q over walls without losing significant portions of his mana bar. So he can use it as a mobility tool rather than having to use his E in every case, which is really, really good for the game. So that does confuse me, at least baffles me a little bit why you would go for that.
Yeah, I'm kind of iffy about it myself, but hey, more damage.
Yeah, more damage.
More damage. If he does get a gank off, I mean, it is kind of interesting to me though that Rek'Sai hasn't ganked yet. I feel like I remember hearing something about Rek'Sai's pretty useless past 20 minutes. Like Rek'Sai is like that early ganking jungle. You know, and I'm surprised he didn't gank with the red, you know, especially with top lane. And speaking of top lane, here comes Kayn for the gank. Just able to get that W, not able to get that that slash off, but just getting a little bit of pressure. And Fiora, the purple ninja, is getting a lot of lane pressure right now. I mean, up 10 CS already at 6 minutes. And with the wave pushing towards her. So, something interesting to note. That blind pick Kayn not working out that well. Also, he has a corrupting pot.
That's a corrupting pot? Oh, the
Clan.
Yeah, okay, alright, that's something.
He doesn't have, I don't know. I feel like corrupting pot for me is always for the mana. So, I don't know, but it looks like Kayn might be coming back for a return gank with Purple Ninja at 6. There it is, the return gank right now. Electron Slayer does have to flash away, but it looks like they are trying to die for this. Fiora able to get that ult off. Kayn might be in a little bit of trouble, but the beautiful tower dive. Able to get that with the tower juggle aggro. First blood going to Purple Ninja and Pride and Domination.
Yeah, it was a really unfortunate situation for Electron Slayer to be in. He was stuck with his wave very far up in the lane, and it was just about as frozen as you could get it, and he's already down CS, so he made the decision to push to try to get that. There's more action.
Oh, Imtil might be in a little bit of trouble as the Frozen Domain able to hit him with the cleanse coming out for Brutus Muffin, but Lamelea is here. He's doing a lot of damage, but Imtil might be going for a sacrifice here to save his mid laner. Imtil having his hand a little bit too deep in the cookie jar, trying to get that red buff.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see anything else here. It doesn't look like the Ahri went anywhere that the Kayn can find, but again, just a little bit too fast of aggression. He saw the Kayn go towards that top side of the map, so he figured he could go in for an invade on the red side, but unfortunately Lissandra had pressure and the bot lane had push pressure with the Morgana being able to have that ranged advantage that you would expect. So both of them faster on the rotation, able to get there and, like you said, catch him with his hand in the cookie jar.
Kayn is here for a gank. Maybe he is on the bot side with Sivir pushing in along with Braum, but nope, it looks like he's just gonna be clearing this red ward. He's gonna be going back. Yep. Yeah, he's not gonna be doing anything. But there was actually like when Rek'Sai was trying to go for that red buff, I saw the vision in the river. Like there was a lot of vision in the river, and they saw him going for that red buff. So kind of a little bit of a mistake not buying the pink ward before going for that red buff, you know? But
yeah, just a little bit. It's rough to do this early game. It's a little hard to like tell yourself to commit for vision, but it's still just as important in the early game. Couple that with the fact that like this is the Rek'Sai. Like they didn't have flash for the first 4 minutes of lane because Morgana had to burn it. He had red buff also. Why did he not come bot and flash on the Morgana and try to knock her up and get that kill there? Instead, he goes for a risky invade and dies on it. And McCain's already gotten what 1 or 2 ganks off. And like the roles are being
Rek'Sai hasn't gotten any ganks off. Just unbelievable to me. Also, something to mention, look at this top lane difference right now. 25 farm right now. 25 farm in 9.5. That's not good. For somebody that Fiora is a split pushing menace. If she gets ahead, it's going to be hard to slow her down.
Yeah, and it's difficult also because Kled likes to itemize towards this AD even if he's behind, so I'm going to have even more of a struggle there. Some trading there, nothing much though.
Yeah, just a little bit of trading in that mid lane. But everything is pretty even outside of that top side right now. I mean, Pride and Domination is 1.5k ahead, but I think it's pretty much all on the top laner right now. Yeah, it is pretty much all on the top laner. So,
that's
and the Ezreal Klepto, so.
Ezreal Klepto, yeah. That's going to get you ahead at least a little bit in most of the early stage of the game, especially against the Braum. Having that top lane advantage is very important for Pride and Domination. Again, like I said, I don't think their full-on teamfight is quite as strong as a New Dawn, so having this split push pressure and forcing the Kled to be not where he wants
Kayn going to be coming in for a gank, but Kled trying to ult away here. Hakuminaro flashing forward, trying to get that ult off. Electron Slayer's still in a lot of trouble. Skarl not going to be able to come back as Purple Ninja picks up another kill. 87 farm and 2 kills for that guy.
Yeah, and I think Akunaro, I don't know how to say it.
Akunaro.
Yeah, he's found his perfect niche in that all he has to do is shadow this top lane because the rest of his map is fine. Ezreal and Morgana have at least enough safety to not die in this bot lane, and Lissandra has enough, wave clear to be able to keep the Ahri around. So if he shadows this bot or this top lane with the Fiora in it, he's getting his Fiora ahead, he's getting charge on his transformation, and once that happens, this 4-1 works out a lot better. So this is a perfect scenario right now for Pride and Domination. They're playing exactly how they need to be.
I am a little curious why they decided to blind pick the Kled, because I feel like blind picking in Ahri is pretty safe. Like, I feel like Ahri is a pretty blind pickable character in this game, but Kled, on the other hand, can get countered pretty easily. So, definitely a little shaky in the draft there. But that's all hindsight, you know? It is definitely all hindsight.
Yeah, you're not wrong, though. You have to think about those kinds of things. It's like, if you're picking a Kled, there are counter picks to Kled. Like, really, like you said, what are you going to pick into an Ahri with, like, 4 or 5 or 6 different champions banned out of the mid lane at that point? There's just too much taken away that, like, I don't know, Brutus Muffin maybe felt like he needed to save it, but I don't think he did. He could have just gone for it anyway.
Yeah, and I feel like with all the mid laners banned, you would have expected the Lissandra too, you know? So, I don't know. Definitely something to keep our eye on for Game 2. Is Angel able to hit that winner's bite, but nothing more. Sivir is at that level 7, so she's able to just push the waves at will. And we're at 12.5 minutes, and Rek'Sai has still not ganked the lane.
Yeah, his one advantage is that he's racked up probably a 4-camp advantage, but he's the Rek'Sai. It's not about the farm for him. He needs to be in these lanes actually accomplishing things, and he hasn't done so even a little bit. The Kayn hasn't gotten transformation yet. That's the one positive that you can take away. But
how close is he? Is there a way to check? I don't think so.
I don't think so, but
yeah, there's no way to check. That's unlucky. Man, but Rek'Sai really has to help out this this top laner, man. I mean, Tilt really needs to help out Electron Slayer because he's just getting absolutely decimated right now. 40 CS down right now.
Yeah, he has that phage, and then he has double armor, probably going to go into Ninja Tab. We got action. Oh, he didn't hit him before the back came out.
Yeah, but I think Electron Slayer still is in a lot of trouble. The Blue Smite is going to be able to slow him down for a little bit, but the charge, able to get him out just in time to Scarl. Still able to mount? Nope. And there he goes. But turn plating did fall. Oh, wait, Ari got a kill onto the Lysandra. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, it looked like Joey C1 was trying to rotate up towards this top side to protect if Rek'Sai wanted to come back, but he got caught in transition by Brutus Muffin, and he was able to hit him with a full combo, and by that time there was just too much damage on him, so he couldn't do anything. Also, I think he might have hit him before.
Until might be in a little bit of trouble. Purple Ninja able to put down that ult, but it looks like Rek'Sai is ulting himself. The charm able to come down. The parry not going to be able to parry anything. Brutus Muffin running for his life as Tilt is able to flash over the wall to get that knockup. The shutdown going to the Rek'Sai. That's what they needed.
Yeah, nice layering on the CC there. They were able to keep the Rek'Sai alive just long enough to make sure the Ari could come in and get that charm off. It was really close though by Purple Ninja. This is a 2-kill Fiora. It's difficult to 2v1 him at any point in the game, let alone now. But well played by the side of the New Dawn.
Yeah, very well played, and they are looking like they are going to be able to get the Rift Herald as well.
Mm-hmm.
So. Very well played from Tilt and Brutus Muffin. Able to get down that shutdown gold on the Fiora, but it looks like the TP is coming in from the Fiora as Tilt is in a little bit of trouble. He is able to burrow himself away. He's trying to run away, but that Cloud Drake is actually paying dividends right now as he is hauling back towards his mid tower. The GLP able to slow him down a little bit, but wow, now Brutus Muffin is just getting decimated by Joey C. And now Brand Domination has that prio in the mid lane. They're able to get some of that tower damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, having to trade his mid laner's life, Tilt wasn't able to get away without the GLP. I actually don't know. It's possible that he would have been able to be fine. I know Brutus Muffin was just trying to make sure his jungler was safe, but I'm not sure if it was completely necessary.
I think this Kled needs to sell his corrupting pod. I don't think it's really doing anything.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. I think buying like a bramble vest in exchange for your corrupting potion would be so much better. It would reduce your healing, it would reduce these auto attack damage. Like you'd be perfectly fine with it. I don't know.
Oh, he's trying to go in for a trade, but misses that bear trap on a rope though. Honestly, pretty unlucky. I thought he would have won that if he hit that, but Purple Ninja does have the parry.
Yeah, so. He also has the ultimate up. So the Grand Challenge.
Kane is up here again. Electron Slayer is in a lot of trouble. Scar running away, but Electron Slayer just flashes away from Akunaro.
Hey.
Electron Slayer lives again, but he's still in a big hole, man. But here comes Brutus Muffin, and on Tilt, they're trying to get onto Akunaro, able to get that charm, but Kane and not even able to ult himself out of there. Brutus Muffin picking himself another kill with that GLP Glacial Augment build.
Yeah, this is why this build is so ridiculously nasty. You throw out the Twin Shadows, you get exact vision of where this Kane went, and he's slowed down for the charm, so there's very little counterplay when you're just too close in that particular situation. Brutus Muffin playing his champion well and doing exactly what he needs to do to try to bring his team back into this game, even though there's a 3,000 gold deficit right now.
But I think 3K is mostly, yeah, Fiora is 4K ahead. Or 3K, sorry. About 3.5K ahead of this Kled, so all of the lead is on this Fiora. So
yeah. And like that's a good thing, I guess, but it's also bad for the 4-1, so they need to be able to play this 4-1 for the side of Pride and Domination without any sort of significant gold advantage on any of their characters. Because they're risking that. They're basically leveraging the fact that Purple Ninja will never have to worry about dying in a 1v1 against Kled.
I wonder what the if anybody's gonna prio this Cloud Drake, because the second Cloud Drake is honestly pretty good for the side of a New Dawn. I mean, getting the Rek'Sai able to close that gap a little bit faster, So yeah, it looks like they are on it right now. Let's see if they are able to get it with Kane not in sight. Yep, there it is. Cloud Drake going over to a New Dawn. So, 2 Drakes. What's the next Drake? It is another Cloud. Wow. So, 3 Cloud Drakes. Yeah,
they
the
want
RNG.
Don't they?
They're going to be speedy.
They will be. Yeah, imagine like a triple Cloud Drake Sivir ult with the Kled ult down as well. They're just going to be able to run anywhere they want as fast as they want.
And that would help a lot with the Fiora as well. I mean, with that 4-1 that you were talking about, if you have a triple cloud, you can bring all your team towards that Fiora really, really quickly. But Brutus Muffin is trying to look for a gank onto this Fiora. Took a little bit of a weird path though. His bot lane is just going down. Angel's going down. Let's see if Lucanaro. Nope, on tilt. Gonna be dead as well from Joey C. The stopwatch to stop the tower and aggro. Sivir is in a lot of trouble. Slip's going to be going down as well to Lissandra. That is a double kill. As Kled went down in the top lane. Brutus Muffin not gonna be able to do anything. He ults away and Purple Ninja lives that Ari gank. His bot lane just got decimated.
Yeah. The dive was pretty well executed. Mother of Doge is able to start tanking that tower and then let Kane start tanking it, and then he ults and then gets it off of him again. So they traded off the aggro really, really well. I also thought Rek'Sai came in a little bit late there. I think it was Joey C was able to ult the Braum ahead of time without his shield being up, so all of that damage just hit him anyway. So really rough to kind of deal with from the side of a New Dawn, losing that 4-1 and losing on the top side of the map, almost losing 2 more people to the Fiora in that 2v1.
Yeah, 2 levels ahead, almost Flame Horizon at 20 minutes. Not looking good so far for a New Dawn. I mean, what can they do right now? I mean, they tried to 2v1 the Fiora, it didn't work. They got dove upon on the bot lane, and they just got absolutely decimated. I mean, what can they really do in this situation here? Especially with the Ezreal and the Kayn and the Fiora scaling up. So, what can they do?
Right now, a lot of their success has been coming out of the Ahri. I think they need to get Brutus Muffin really involved around the map wherever they need to go. They need vision control in their jungle. They don't need deep wards to see where the enemy team is going to be around the river. They know that they need to be careful around Baron. But if they control their own jungle, they can set up some sort of traps and bushes and stuff with this Ahri, try to catch up picks, things with that, and the Rek'Sai. Both of these champions are good at that. And then, of course, double Cloud Drake, Sivir, Kled, all of these things are ways to get your entire team into skirmishes, so you can turn a 2v2 into a 5v2 very, very quickly if you are this squad. So you have to do things like that in order to make sure we see
Here comes the charge. Purple Ninja might be in a little trouble. Able to parry out that knockup, though. On tilt, trying to do what he can, but the Fiora ult is going to be going down. Purple Ninja flashing forward, not going to be able to get that kill. Electron Slayer trying to do what he can to Purple Ninja. Angel is here, though. The ultimate from Braum is going to be going down. Let's see if the shutdown is going to be going down on Electron Slayer, and it is, and that is going to be helping him a lot. But Joey C and Brutus Muffin is on the top side. The Zanya going to be going down. Brutus Muffin not going to be able to get that kill, and there it is with that third dash. Brutus Muffin able to get himself a kill. That is exactly what a New Dawn needed.
Yeah, they had to use 3 people to bring down.
Oh, the Sivir ult going to be going down. That is the double Cloud Drake. The Morgana ult trying to stop up what she can, but the Electron Slayer able to flash away. But the Kayn is going to be stunned up rather. Shadow Walk not going to be able to do anything, and it looks like a New Dawn is going to be disengaging from this fight, just taking what they can and backing off, trying to save this tower.
Yeah, it was, like I said, 3 people had to be brought down so that the Fiora would die. There was really no revenge anywhere on the map. In fact, Ahri actually got a pick in that top side, and nothing else got taken. There was no tower, there was no wards going down. They do have some control on the top blue side quadrant for the side of Pride and Domination, but that was trade for a shutdown on the Fiora and pressure taken off the top lane, so I'm not sure it was worth it for them in the end anyway. Also, the Kayn kind of showing that he's having trouble getting towards the Sivir, having trouble kind of, diving onto that character so far. So, look to see if that's going to continue and if this a New Dawn squad is going to be able to keep up what they just did.
Yeah, also about the Cloud Drake, I mean, they're able to dodge the skill shots of the Morgana, the Ezreal, the Lissandra. So the third Cloud Drake is coming up in 20 seconds. Let's see if they are able to do anything. Purple Ninja is marked by that Winter's Bite. The Chilling Smite trying to slow him down a little bit, but able to get that Blast Cone away from danger before the stun can hit. So good on Purple Ninja, not able to burn anything there. But Cloud Drake is up in 5 seconds. Let's see if a team fight is going to be erupting here. Winter's Bite just marking Mother of Doge. Dogs? Doges?
Doge.
Something.
Mother of Doges. Doge.
Man. Doge.
Doges.
That's an old meme.
Yeah.
But it looks like Pride and Domination is going to be prioritizing this Cloud Drake, and I don't think a New Dawn can do anything with Rek'Sai on the top side. It looks like they are just Gonna be able to give it for free. Let's see if they are trying to get onto this top turret though.
You don't have any push really, so right now this top lane, oh my goodness, Electron Slayer wasn't able to get the whole wave in that fast, so teleport coming out from Lissandra should protect it. Woo!
Brutus Muffin is 2 levels ahead of Fiora. I don't even know how that happened.
Oh, 15. He's the highest level in the game by 2 levels. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how that happened in this lane.
I mean, if somebody can solo Purple Ninja, I think it's definitely somebody that has 3 dashes away from the Fiora ult. So
yeah, I would agree with that. Plus the range advantage is just difficult. Full range charm, even if she parries it, it's probably not going to hit that Ari anyways.
Plus, Fiora doesn't have any magic resist for the Ninja Tabbies instead, so the charm is able to hit on the Purple Ninja. GLP going to be going down, slow him a little bit, but the orb not doing any more damage. Looks like actually the answer for the Fiora split push is the Ari. So looks like it's working out so far, honestly.
Yeah, I think this becomes an issue when a little more sustain gets built, because right now there's no Grievous Wounds built by the Ari, and this is right now Ravenous Hydra could turn into a Bloodthirster, Death's Dance type champion coming into a split push, and when that happens, it's almost impossible. If you don't all in and kill her with a full combo as the Ari, you lose, because she will sustain all of the damage you do to her right back up, and that's what's happening right now, and that's a difficult thing to have to deal with.
Oh, Braum maybe a little caught out. The Frozen Tomb going to be catching him out even more. Braum trying to ult. The Guardian proc is trying to get him away as the haste. And there's the Sivir ult as well. The TP is coming in from Kled. And that is the fight that Dawn wanted. Slips is able to get that fight. But a Mother of Doges is in the Zanya. Joey C getting onto Angel. Slips is still alive somehow. But then he goes down. Lemelia able to flash away from Brutus Muffin. But Brutus Muffin just follows him with that dash. But Baron not going to be able to bring down Brutus Muffin as he flashes away, but Fiora is on the bot side pushing, but still a 4 for 2 in favor of a New Dawn.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. In these kinds of situations where you have 4 or 5 champions in the team fight and a Fiora off on the sideline, you need to make sure that Fiora is not just decimating your team, and look at what he just did to Ein Tilt. Yeah, he might still be. Yeah, they're not even going to be able to run him down in that case, just because. And that was the advantage of getting the Fiora ahead, is now you can take these, bad kind of team fight trades where you get 4 or 3 for 2 for the other team, and have your Fiora just take 2 towers in the process. So that's the advantage they can generate.
Yeah, that is the advantage. I mean, Fiora, the split pushing champion, I think right outside of Jax, perhaps. Yorick, yeah. Well, I mean, with that maiden nerf,
True.
It's kind of
Yeah.
I'm glad they nerfed him though. Oh my god, I hate this champion.
Whew.
Yeah, that was interesting. The charm gonna be able to hit on the Joey C. So much slowing. Joey is able to Frozen Tomb himself. Brutus Muffin does have the dashes if he does so want to, but Lissandra does have that Zanya's, and he is able to recognize that, so not gonna be able to dive that so far. So Fiora is on the bot side again too.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how they are going to be answering this. Wonder if they're just going to try to fight again. Kled doesn't have TP, so
he does have the ultimate, which gets him a decent distance. Along with the Cloud Drake, he should be able to run pretty fast to get into the fight, but it's still not the same as just having somebody instantly able to, get there. So
let's see how this Fiora split push is going to be handled by a New Dawn, because, I mean, Purple Ninja is just brutalizing his way through a New Dawn's base. I mean, they have to answer.
A massive split push. The Kled is close to finishing I forget what that item is. Thornmail?
Thornmail?
Once he finishes the Thornmail along with the Ninja Tabi, he should at least be able to contest away the Fiora and not let her just, take the entire base and solo kill him anytime he wants. But that won't last for long, because if she gets Arbor Pen, if she gets any sort of thing that'll allow her to get through that, it's going to be rough.
I'm actually kind of surprised. Oh, well, yeah, they're all here. It looks like the Sivir ult is going to be going down. Fiora is onto the Sivir. There's a flash. Lips is trying to dash his way through. Able to get away from the Fiora. Brutus Muffin is able to get onto the Kane as well. Electron Slayer is here from the Chars. Lamalia and Mother of Dotes is in a little bit of trouble. The flash from I'm Tilt able to knock up Ezreal, and Ezreal's going to be going down as well. Joey C able to get that Frozen Tomb onto Ari, but Joey C is in a lot of trouble now as the Winner's Bite has marked him. The stun is going to be going down. He doesn't have any way to get out of here. The Zynia is going to be saving a little bit of time. The Root going to be rooting up a little bit, but Slip's able to get that kill on a New Dawn. 4 for 1 and the Inferno.
I really like that initial idea from Purple Ninja going on to the Sivir. Even in 4 people, he nearly got the kill, but Slips played that flawlessly. He kited backwards and was able to flash over the corner of the wall to prevent any damage from the Q coming out. And he kept himself alive just long enough to kill the Fiora. And just from that point on, the fight was won. There was all of that gold that the Fiora is holding right now, the most in the game with like 12,500. That was all gone at the beginning of the fight, so very difficult for Pride and Domination to be able to take that fight afterwards, and they just kind of got run down one by one. So,
yeah, and it is a little difficult for Pride and Domination because they can't really Baron. They don't have that much damage or tank to, it's weird. They have this little like hybrid. Like they don't have enough damage, they don't have enough tank to do it, So.
Yeah, they definitely need picks, or they need people to be dead or something. They can't just like take it out of contest because they, like you said, they don't have the straight up damage to take it. Outside of Ezreal, none of them are really great at it, so it's a difficulty for them to have to deal with.
Yeah, I think the Ezreal is going for the QSS. He does have the double tier. How close is he to the next one? He has 502 out of 750 on that Archangel, so probably not going to be fully stacked until probably about 32 minutes, 33. So, yeah, still a little bit of time before that Ezreal does come online, but the later this game goes, I don't know. I just feel like Pride and Domination might have it because that Ezreal damage is insane, But they do have, a New Dawn does have the Sivir, the RE2, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see how this game is going to go.
It's a difficulty to kind of predict some of these late game fights. Yeah, a lot of it is dependent on like, does Ari hit Charm? Who does she hit it on? Does Rek'Sai get a good knock up on somebody? The one big thing is just that like Ezreal in the later game, like you said, puts out tons of damage. Lyssandra's in front of him, Red Tane's in front of him, Morgana's in front of him, has the Black Shield for him. Things like that just let him do damage.
Brutus Muffin, being a little bit of trouble. Frozen Tomb is going to be going on him, but able to cleanse it away. Nothing more is going to be coming out as a Charm. Not going to be able to hit, along with the knock, I'm not going to be able to hit. But Fiora is on the spot inhibitor now as Electron Slayer might be in a little bit of trouble. Skarl running for his life now. Rek'Sai is here. Until let's see what he can do. But Purple Ninja is putting the ultimate down on him, and he's just getting decimated. On Tilt, going to be going down, and this is probably the fight that a New Dawn wants, perhaps. Kane is going to be getting the double knock up. His Slips is trying to run away, trying to kite it out. Lamalia is able to get down. Angel Slips is going to be going down as well. As Purple Ninja is still in the base as Electron Slayer trying to do what he can. Purple Ninja is just diving turrets right now. And man, Charm from Brutus Muffin. Hey, but Inhib is going to be going down. And a New Dawn lost 3 members as well. Oh, Brutus Muffin. He's doing everything for his team. Oh, is he going for another one?
He's going for another.
He's going for another. He's going for another. But man, he missed that charm. That's so unlucky. But man, Brutus Muffin is telling his team, "Get on my back, guys. I got you." But man, that was a good fight.
Honestly, like he's doing a ton of work. This was a 3v4 that they had to fight because they had to pull Rek'Sai back to die to the Fiora so that she wouldn't take their entire base. That was insane. Electron Slayer and I'm Tilt combined aren't enough to stop Fiora in the base just on their own, and so they had to take that bad 3v4 to prevent a Baron from happening. And Slips died during that fight, which is a shame because there was a lot of damage that got taken out. Thank goodness that Brutus Muffins was able to scrap any sort of advantage out of that big table.
Wow. Whew. This game is really on a I hate to be cliche, but a knife's edge. Like the 3v4 fight is just so close. I mean, but Fiora still doing work on Electron Slayer. I'm surprised nobody is really answering Purple Ninja right now. But I mean, I guess with an inhib down, it doesn't really matter too much. But those super minions are about to be pushing in.
Yeah, it's a bad situation because if you, in a perfect world, you would have the Ari there, but Ari is the majority of your team fight damage and a lot of your ability to actually generate offense outside of your base with that GLP, with those Twin Shadows. It makes it very difficult to pull her away from this, or it makes it difficult to pull her away from this 4v4 and try to have her respond to the Fiora. So Kled is still stuck there, still building armor, and not able to stop her from just taking the base anyway. Look at that.
Yeah, Kled not doing enough damage, not doing enough tank to stop the Fiora.
Mhm.
You're just waiting for that second inhib. I mean, this is just such a perfect game of cat and mouse. I mean, if a new Dawn brings somebody up to go get the Fiora, then somebody might be going down, but a Frozen Tomb is going to be going down onto Joey. So that is an ultimate down for Lysandra, a pretty crucial team fight ult. So, I mean, now does a new Dawn, or are they trying to fight now? Because Purple Ninja is just going to be able to take their base for free. And it looks like here is the fight now. Slips is bringing that ultimate, but there's the Zanyas, and Angel is in a little bit of trouble. He's trying to go away. The Ezreal ult is doing so much damage. It's a 3-man knockup from the Kayn. Cannot ult himself, as Fiora is still in the base doing what she can in the 1v1. But it looks like it is just a 1-for-0 in favor of New Dawn. But Brutus Muffin is here, and he is able to do so much damage to Morgana and the Lysandra, but Fiora is just taking the base, and Fiora is on the Nexus now. Oh my. Let's see if Antion is able to stop it. Trying to get the flash. Not going to be able to. Purple Ninja doing what he can, and he's able to get that. Last hit on the Nexus. Purple Ninja, the split pushing champion. Wow. Goodness.
The execution of that composition by Pride and Domination was incredible. Just like top to bottom, getting the Fiora ahead early and just to dominate the Kled again, that flame horizon happening very quickly in the game. And then just playing this cat and mouse game, like you mentioned, with their 4 and their 1 person. The only time they lost was when they fought a kind of 5v5 where they were kind of disjointed. That was the only fight they really lost. And when they were staying to this 4v4 and one-on-one with the Fiora in the top lane, they were absolutely decimating the game, and it was theirs to lose the whole time.
So, you know how much damage Fiora did to turrets?
Too much?
16,400. Nobody had more than 2K.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, holy. That's an MVP performance right there from Purple Ninja. Holy moly. Wow. But, I mean, it looks like Electron Slayer is going to have to get that counter pick now, but they don't have last pick anymore.
No,
so
now they're going to be on blue side, so they might want some sort of priority, or they might want to look to ban away this Fiora, maybe. I would do that, well, but it's just me.
You say that, but there's more split-pushing champions. I mean, Yorick, Jax, Nasus. I mean, there's still so many split-pushing champions that Purple Ninja can't play, but that Fiora was pretty crisp and clean. But I believe we are going to be taking a break while Game 2 is going to be setting up. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome, everyone. We are back with Game 2 with Pride and Domination versus a New Dawn. Pride and Domination did win the first game through a beautiful split-pushing performance from Purple Ninja. Let's see if a New Dawn is able to counter it, if they kind of reset themselves, and let's see what's going to happen here in this draft, because it was pretty much just a split-pushing domination from Purple Ninja.
Yeah, so he did a phenomenal job, basically doing everything that he needed to in order to make their team succeed.
Yep. It looks like a New Dawn just banning out that Zed once again. Doesn't want to see it. I totally agree with him. I hate that champion. Prime Domination banning the Thresh. That is Angel's most played champion by far. So, I mean, honestly, I expect Pride and Domination to kind of stick with the same game plan. The Ahri was a little bit of a nuisance. Yeah, being 9-3. But was it really the execution from the Lysandra, or was it the, so I think they might just let it through again, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I would say there's no reason to not let it through, I suppose. So.
Yeah. So Nami Kaisa, the next round of bans. See if a New Dawn is going to be banning out that Fiora, because that was something else. But you can't really blind pick a Fiora. You know, it was the last pick. So,
All right.
oh, the Kane actually. So they really didn't like that Kane, even though he was 0-5. Uh,
I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was what he was able to sit on in the top lane, but you could have done that with like
yeah,
most champions and it wouldn't have done much. So maybe just
yeah. The Shadow Walk gank paths was just too hard to do anything with.
to deal with. Yeah.
New Dawn does have the first pick here. Let's see what they are going to prioritize. Pride and Domination did first pick the Ezreal last time. Let's see if a New Dawn is going to be answering that with an Ezreal of their own, or
Yeah,
I mean,
I could see Ezreal. I could see. Oh, Rek'Sai makes sense.
Yeah.
Rek'Sai's super strong. First
Really?
pick again. It wasn't great last game, but there were moments where he looked pretty good on
I don't know. Like you're supposed to gank on Rek'Sai.
it. Yeah, he didn't do much of that, did he?
Oh, no. I mean, his team fighting and skirmishing was pretty pristine. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Ooh,
But
all right.
no ganks. But man, Akunaro answering it with a Nocturne, and it looks like Mother of Doge is still gonna be going with that Morgana. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So
Yeah.
still a very strong support.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Tom Kench, Scion response on the other side. This does open up potentially another Fiora pick. It wouldn't shock me to see another champion like that coming out here for the side of Pride and Domination against the Scion. I don't know. They kind of forced their hand there. They could have locked in an AD or something along those lines instead opting for the priority tank. So.
Oh, we were talking about the Yorick earlier. And oh lord, Purple Ninja getting another split pushing pick on the Yorick, and honestly, I think Yorick is more dominant in the split push than a Fiora. But
Yeah, he
Lord.
sacrifices a lot of the scaling that Fiora gets and a lot of the ability to come back in games. So like if you put him behind, he's basically worthless. But if he gets any sort of advantage early, he's almost unstoppable. Like even worse than Fiora, like you were saying, like that. So if they play that same kind of style where they want to just gank him and get him ahead, this will work perfectly. This is an even better version of the same composition they ran last time.
Yeah, I'm Tilt really has to gank though because Akunaro is on that Nocturne. Can't really gank until level 6.
Mm-hmm.
Rek'Sai can gank at level 3. Like he has to do it. But the second round of bans is coming along. The Ahri away from Brutus Muffin, who had an excellent performance. The Ezreal going to be banned out. I don't think it was that great, but it's just so much mobility. And Ezreal Morgana is an irritating lane to play against because it's so safe. You know?
Yeah.
So,
It's a different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Ahri
Kai-
ban also. I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
the Lucian banned. So
Yeah.
some round of ADCs is coming out. So Lucian, Ezreal, Kai'Sa all off the board. Sivir is still up. Callista is still up, but looks like
Hey.
Lissandra is going to be the last ban from a New Dawn, making sure that that tanky mid laner engaged isn't there anymore.
Mhm.
So let's see what Pride and Domination is going to be picking here.
Probably
Probably their AD.
What do they have? They have
I say
mid lane and they have AD left. If it were
I say
me, I would
Sivir.
prioritize AD here. Oh, okay.
Whoa! Vayne blind pick, baby. With Caitlyn open.
Caitlyn's
Okay.
open right now. That's got to be the lock into. I guess Tom Kench isn't fantastic with Caitlyn, but like later in the game, when
Well,
she's
you
protected-
say that. You say
I'm
that,
only saying
but
that
if
because
you
she's
can
playing
eat-
if you have like a
Look,
blind
hey,
lane,
I got
the
it.
thing doesn't get to step near her minion wave. Like that's awesome.
I got the Caitlyn.
You did get
But,
it.
if Tom Kench eats, Caitlyn could throw a trap down. Tom Kench could just spit him out right
Okay.
onto the trap.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
completely fair.
But the Echo pick, pretty interesting.
Mhm.
Haven't seen an Echo in a very long time, but the LeBlanc is going to be the answer here.
Yeah.
So, man, a lot of wow, a lot
These
of
are- yeah,
mid
these
to
are
late.
pretty-
Yeah, these are pretty good comps we got going on here.
Yeah, both teams, I think, swapped out 4 champions, only keeping 1 from the last game. That was the Morgana and the Rek'Sai. The very first 2 picks are the only consistent picks through both games. So kind of interesting. We'll have to see what kind of adaptations are made to make these compositions a little more playable.
And also with the Tom Kench 2, you can answer that Yorick split push. So that's
Yeah.
that's a pretty good pick, honestly.
Mhm.
I really like the Tom Kench pick.
Yeah, I don't think that Tom Kench is a bad pick by any means. I just thought if you have something aggressive, you can double down and try to just suppress the Vayne, but they don't need to. You're right; they can use it as like a utility pick against the Yorick to protect a Caitlyn in team fights, things like that.
This Vayne is really confident. He went press the attack instead of fleet footwork into Caitlyn.
Yeah, that's I don't know. It's a rough one to like. Vayne into Caitlyn is just a bad lane to start with, and like especially if they get early brush control, because you can fire from the brush and get early crits, and then there's literally nothing a Vayne can do. The one like saving grace is like with the Morgana, you can try to get some pressure with like bindings if you can find them on their own in the jungle. If they get jungle pressure from the Nocturne, one binding onto a Tom Kench that ate Caitlyn and they're stuck there. So not awful things. It's just Caitlyn's gonna have a really rough time. And who's she gonna kill? Like Caitlyn's too far back. Echo has his ultimate to protect. So you're going on to Tom Kench or you're going on to Rek'Sai like first thing. Like I don't know. It's just it's a rough composition to run a Vayne in.
It really is. Also, make sure to put your bets in to think who you guys think is going to win. If it's going to be a new Dawn or if it's going to be Pride and Domination. Bet your points to see who's going to win. Who do you think, based on what you saw last game and based on the composition here? Who do you think is going to win, Rebel?
That's rough. Last game, I felt like there was enough to show me that a new Dawn has the competitiveness. I think it's going to come down to how well the Yorick does in the early game and whether or not I'm Tilt actually gets ganks off. But I think even if the game goes the same route that happened last time, they still have a better composition all around than they did last game to prepare for the split push. So I'm going to give it to a new Dawn again.
Yeah, I think I'll give it to a new Dawn myself because they were really good in team fights, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Brutus Muffin did really well in the team fights, and I think the team itself did really well in team fights, and they have a very good team fighting comp with the Scion, with the Echo, with the Caitlyn, as opposed to the Yorick and the LeBlanc. So we're gonna see how this game is gonna be going out. So I'm excited though. I am excited to see about this Yorick though, because Purple Ninja on Split Pushing Champion was pretty good, man.
Yeah, game one of the new split, and Purple Ninja on Split Pushers is already a Pog champ, so like, it's a good start to the season for him.
It really is. I am kind of interested with nobody going for that bot scuttle though. The both jungles are going to be seeing each other. Akunara has to flash away as I'm Tilt is trying to get into range, but the fear is going to be bringing I'm Tilt away. Let's see if he is still going to be trying to find this. That is, wow. That's surprising, but now Rek'Sai has complete scuttle buff control. So good on him. Man, I didn't know Nocturne had that hard of a time doing Red and Raptors, but
Yeah, so typically when you do like Red and Raptors, as Nocturne before level 3, you have a rough time dueling people, and you can do one of two things, and what he did was he went Q into E so that you have that fear in case you do run into the Rek'Sai. But if he pathed properly, what he should have done is gone to the bot side scuttle because he saw it wasn't taken, and he should have gone W second, and that speeds up his clear on Raptors and on multi-target camps so that he can get back to what he was like actually trying to accomplish in keeping him away from the Rek'Sai. Instead, opts for the fear, coast to the close side, and just loses the duel because Rek'Sai is better at level.
Yep. Especially with that counter. Even though with the nerfs, it's still really good on Rek'Sai. No lanes really has anything going for it so far. I mean, LeBlanc does have an HCS lead, but not really too much. A little bit of trading in the top side. Scion Yorick, man, that's a matchup right there.
Yeah, it's really funny. For like the first probably 2 years I played this game, neither one of those champions was ever one time considered like a good pick. And then out of nowhere, this is just like meta. This is normal. Like seeing Scion Yorick, it's like, oh yeah, it's just Scion Yorick.
Oh, I'm Tilt. Yeah, we got a gank, man.
Hey!
Couldn't do it. Telegraphed by Purple Ninja. But hey, it just gives the pressure, so.
Yeah, it's something. At least he's out on the map. Like, he's doing something. He's getting something accomplished. Like, just trying to put any pressure on him he can. That's good. Uh-oh.
But I mean, with Rek'Sai on the top side of the map, Nocturne is able to just go towards Rek'Sai's Krugs.
Surprise.
I'm surprised Rek'Sai didn't go for his own Krugs. But I mean, he didn't have any vision on Nocturne, so understandable.
I think he had an opening to take Krugs back when he won that duel. I think back then he had the chance, but as soon as he backed out, he didn't. So like, it's really weird that that camp is going to stay up for a while, and now, you know, Nocturne's going to be able to full clear his entire jungle basically. It should give him at least enough experience to get closer to level 6. So.
Yeah, I saw Nocturne going towards that bot side. He definitely should have ganked because Tahm Kench E is like 27 seconds, I believe.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, like, and he ate the Caitlyn when the Morgana bind hit. I mean, he should have ganked, but
yeah,
I think that would have been at least a sum, but it's all good. Maybe it wasn't communicated. Oh, it looks like we do have a pause. Hey. The classic Risen pause. Let me see the chat here. Oh, their jungle has to answer the door.
He went to the door. Yeah. Yeah, you know what's shocking to me is this Vayne has 2 less CS than the Caitlyn right now. Like, this lane is not going anywhere near as poorly as it should, bro.
Yeah, and like, I'm pretty sure the Vayne has the health advantage as well, which is interesting. Like, I don't like he doesn't even have fleet footwork.
No,
that's really, really interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. And that might speak to Mother of Doge's ability on this Morgana pick. We've seen him kind of bullying off this Tahm Kench and kind of keeping the Caitlyn and him separated. And when these two are pretty separated from one another, they're a lot less dangerous in terms of like, oh, well, if one of them walks too far forward, we can engage on them and the other one doesn't have a chance. And there's a lot of to and fro between that. So it's a good job by the Morgana trying to keep that separation up so Vayne can feel a little bit safer about walking up for some of these creeps.
Yeah, definitely. That Morgana last game was really good, and it looks like it's just a continuation. I mean, it is kind of interesting. He did pick the Tahm Kench into the Morgana. I mean, it does give like the anti-burst from the Nocturne, from the LeBlanc, and you can also eat from the Morgana, but I feel like he wanted lane pressure. I don't know, into a Vayne. I don't know. It just might just be me. I like my support counter pick. Every single team I was on, I was like, you better give me support counter pick or I'm minting.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I don't really know what Angel's support pool is. I know that Thresh is something he loved to play, and they kept banning that out from him, so I don't know what he goes to next after that. Like I said, we were talking about the utility of, like, okay, well, like, if Tahm Kench eats Caitlyn and Echo has his ultimate, who can Vayne target in fights other than, like, Rek'Sai? Like, that's your best bet. And if he builds, you know, any sort of defensiveness, it's going to be difficult to do that if she's not super far ahead, so... There's that, and then also the split push, the respondents, like you talked about. But yeah, you're right. In this lane phase, if you take a Caitlyn and they take a Vayne, I don't know why Tahm Kench is like, oh yeah, let's do Tahm Kench, but it was taken pretty early in the draft. They wouldn't have known. So
yeah, I mean, just I don't know. I don't like Tahm Kench as a champion anymore. It just got gutted over and over and over again. You know, they're bringing more buffs, or nerfs rather, onto the Tahm Kench. Like there was some like board. And they were saying that they were nerfing Tahm Kench eat even more. Like, oh my god.
I have to be honest, I don't like Tahm Kench as a champion. I don't think he's fun to play against. I don't think he's fun to play as. He's not fun to watch in a competitive sense. He's a massive, like, cock block to anything you want to do, and it is so frustrating. You're like, oh, professional wants to... It's like watching stopwatches. Like, oh, you're like, oh, whoa, cool, mechanical outplay, and boom, stopwatch, they lose. They lose everything.
Oh my god. Do you remember that stopwatch meta? When it was like 6 minutes, everybody would take it.
Horrible time to play League of Legends.
That was hilarious.
The dark time.
I remember watching like a pro game and like 8 people stopwatched. Like in the same fight.
In the same fight, yeah. Oh
my goodness. It was
what a time.
Insane. But the ready check has come down, so shouldn't be too much later. Yep, okay. There's the ready. So
hooray.
We're about to get back into game. Hooray! But I mean, so Rek'Sai's camps are all gone. I think his top side should be coming up pretty soon, correct? Right?
Yes.
I think so.
I believe so.
Yeah. So he should be going towards his top side. to be completely honest with you. This bot lane, it just seems like you can't really gank it for either side. Like, I feel like top should be the point of contention for both of these teams, but I mean, we are only 6 minutes in, so maybe we will see it eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's difficult for the Nocturne to actually get onto like Echo. Like Echo's very, very difficult to gank. The LeBlanc does have some solo kill pressure against him for various reasons that I could get into, but I won't because that's the matchup I know too well. But in any case, like you're talking, like it's difficult for him to find that. So his best bets are go top lane and try to get the Scion, which Scion's pretty tanky, but that's a good bet. You can stop his ultimate going away with the Yorick barrier thing. I don't remember what it's called, but
nice.
Yeah.
Nice Infernal.
Yeah. It's a good time. That's a great pickup for that team. You have probably you have 3 people that use it, so that's not. I guess it's not the best in the world, but like it's Infernal, so they'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, early Infernal. I like my early Oceans though. Like, yeah. I love early Oceans so much, especially after that buff that they did to it. Mm-hmm. I love it. We are seeing a little bit of a roam from a LeBlanc. So let's see if anything is going to happen. I think she is spotted on a ward, though, perhaps. Yeah, she's definitely spotted on a ward. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, gonna walk back towards her mid lane. Yeah, I'm not sure. She kind of just looked for something. They postured a little bit more differently, so good read by the LeBlanc, just heading back towards mid lane.
Yep, definitely. Vayne still only 3 CS down in this lane, but the health advantage definitely switched over to the Caitlyn and the Tahm Kench. I mean, Morgana is really, really low on mana. I mean, honestly, I think if Morgana throws out one more W, I think, honestly, they should try to engage, because I think Black Shield is 80 mana? Yeah, like, she doesn't have any mana.
Yeah, she still has a decent amount left. I think she has enough for Black Shield left, but that's about it right now. She has a bit. Yeah, she has enough for Black Shield, though. That's what's really important, to make sure that the Vayne doesn't die.
I'm surprised how this lane is going, but man, Brutus Muffin. The LeBlanc. I hate that champion too.
You hate LeBlanc?
I hate LeBlanc so much.
Why do you hate LeBlanc?
Like, she gets useless after like 25 minutes though. Like.
So like.
Oh, Ignite going down. Brutus Muffin might be in a little bit of trouble. Nope, he's fine.
He's not gonna ult either.
No, you can't ult if you're CC. I learned that the hard way.
You can't ult. He was actually, I think that was pretty smart because he waited out the Ignite before ulting, and it didn't actually take much of the health away because she got zoned off by his bubble. So because he was zoned off by the bubble, she wasn't able to put any more damage on him. So he waited out the Ignite before ulting, taking him back to 4 seconds, which was after she had stopped doing damage to him. So it didn't reduce any of his healing from the Ignite. That was pretty good.
Also, this Nocturne is level 6 now, so...
Only one gank from Iron Tilt at this point as well.
Why? Why do you do this to me?
I don't know.
Oh, man. I thought things were gonna be going in the right direction after I saw him gank that top level 3, but
yeah, he won that duel level 2 against like the Nocturne. He got a gank off. Like I thought things were starting to swing towards I'm Tilt's way, but he's just not putting any pressure on right now. And again, this is a Vayne Morgana lane where the Morgana's starting to struggle with mana. Like why is he not down there? He could have flashed on either of them by now and probably secured a kill. Like he needs to do something with this Rek'Sai.
He is on the top side now, but I believe he did get spotted out, but it looks like now finally going in, but it looks like Hakinaro is here for the return gank. Yes. And man, there's the knockdown 6 there. Electron Slayer failed, flashed the wall as well. You're getting a, I thought it was a double kill, but it's not, but I mean, it's still 2-for-0 in favor of, oh man.
Yeah.
Domination. Oh lordy. Now the York's ahead.
That's that interaction I was talking about, the Dark Procession, I think is what it's called, where you summon that wall around. It blocks Scion ultimate, so you can't actually go through it. So they were able to find a catch on the I'm Tilt there with the Nocturne ultimate, and then blocking the Scion ultimate stopped him from getting anywhere, and then he failed flash over the wall, and they were able to just walk him down. So good job there. And again, the advantage for the split pusher. See if anything can amount from that.
Yeah, let's see. Brutus Muffin is going on a Joey, and is able to get that kill despite the flash. Good play from Brutus Muffin.
Yeah, really good job.
Man,
Again,
he saw that double kill. He saw that double kill in the top lane. He saw that double kill in the top lane. He's like, all right, my time to shine.
All right, hey, get the straps ready, get the backpack on. Let's go, game 2. Let's see if we can do it again. It's frustrating because like if that top lane play doesn't happen, then he just gets that first blood onto the LeBlanc.
Ooh, Rek'Sai is here for the gank, but Untilt is just getting caught up in the ignite, taking down, able to get that kill. Morgana is going to be able to get that kill into the Rek'Sai, but Electron Slayer and Purple Ninja is going to be dueling it out also. Nothing more is going to be happening, and it looks like Caitlyn escaped with her life. Did have to burn the heal and the flash, however. So, oh man. I don't think this Rek'Sai's the pick, man. That's frustrating.
Like he started it, like it's cool to see him ganking, but that was
Nocturne does have the ult! Oh! Yep, there he goes. Bruce Muffin gonna be going down, but oh man. So, alright, Domination 4-1, almost 2k gold ahead at 12 minutes. Seems pretty good right now.
Yeah, a fair amount of that is on their jungler and top laner as well, which are the two people that you need to kind of dictate the pace of the game. The York is that split push pressure, and then the Nocturne is that driving force behind the bottom side of your map. If you can get him to start roaming around with this LeBlanc, they can really put some damage down, especially since Tilt has been struggling really, really heavily in this early game. We saw him just gank bot lane, and the Tahm Kench was literally backing. Like, the Tahm Kench had to back because he was at like 100 health at best. So he came in a 2v2, essentially, where the Caitlyn wasn't quite ready to start that fight, and he got nothing out of it. It was kind of a... It was a gank, which is good to see, but it just was a bad timed gank.
Yeah, he couldn't dodge that Morgana binding either.
Mm-hmm.
So he just got locked up for eternity.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like Lamalia is gonna go on to Slips. Here's the Vayne finally popping off and is alone. The Flash gonna be able to save him for a little bit. The Condemned gonna be able to put the Tahm Kench onto the wall. The chains gonna be able to lock up Nathan for a little bit more. They are still trying to find this fight. The Dark Binding not gonna be able to hit us. Tilt is here, not gonna be able to find that Q, however. So Vayne getting himself a kill in this pretty bully lane from the Caitlyn. I mean, now it's about to go all downhill for this lane.
Yeah. Caitlyn walked a little too far up to try to get
Lamalia is going to be able to get hit by the
nice.
Q. Yeah, that is very nice. The Exhaust is going to be going down on the Mother of Doge, but the Dark Binding able to seal his fate for a little bit longer. Angel trying to do what he can, is able to pick up that Honey Fruit. The stopwatch going to be able to stop the damage for a little bit more, but Brutus Muffin is able to get that kill. It's Rek'Sai able to get a shutdown onto the Nocturne, so a new Dawn does have a little bit of fight in them left. They're saying, we're not giving up, we're not tilted, we're still in this game.
Yeah. It's really weird by Mother of Doja. She took a path down towards those, like, or up towards the fruit in the river to get herself some health and mana back. But if she had walked towards her jungle, she was more likely going to die to the Tahm Kench, and like she was probably going to die anyway. So give it to the Tahm Kench and then just let your jungler walk away. Instead, baits him into almost a skirmish in the jungle that leads to, you get a trade kill, but that's the only thing you get. And you give more kills to the Echo, more things to the Rek'Sai, who now, catches up at least a little bit in the game.
Yeah, he does have 2 kills now, so maybe he's about to start popping off here, But
maybe he'll start ganking.
I mean, yeah, maybe he'll start. I mean, he's been ganking a lot lately. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. He's been doing.
Yeah, he's been doing well. The first 10 minutes was but he's been doing what he can.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cheeky from Angel. Swallowed up the melee minion to spit it right back out at Slip so he can get the gold from it. That's pretty funny.
One of my favorite things to do is Tahm Kench is to like eat a cannon minion from under tower and then walk it back as your ADC is coming back to lane and spit it back at them so you get the relic shield prop. It's a good one. Yeah. For all the pressure that we've seen come to this, oh man. Oh,
the Maiden is going to be going out on Tilt, and Electron Slayer is trying to get a kill onto him, and he is able to get it onto Purple Ninja. So there it is, the Rek'Sai, the ganking Rek'Sai, baby. And they got the first tower. That's beautiful, but here comes the Nocturne man, Echo
no.
with a lot of damage onto Joey, so he's not going to be able to do much more. Akinaro is in that stopwatch, and he's just going to be able to get himself stunned up. Joey trying to come back, but it might be a little too late. He is able to distortion himself out of there as Echo gets himself a kill and the first tower.
And that was such a shame for the Nocturne because he thought that stun was coming down a little bit sooner. And so he like Zonia's right on top of the bubble, but it came out a little bit late. So caught him in the stun, just work him down there. I was going to make mention also that top lane, for all the health, we got more fights.
Oh, Slips might be in a little bit of trouble. His brother Doe is able to do what he can, but he is able to get eaten up. The Dark Binding is going to be slipping through the minions, and it hits Slips. Lamalia trying to do what he can with the damage on the final hour, but it looks like Angel is going to be going back, and oh man, Slips, that's unlucky. That's a how did that hit me binding right there.
Okay, it's a rough one to have to deal with that kind of thing. These Morgana, again, this is Mother of Doges just showing the proficiency on this Morgana pickup. It's been great through both of these first two games.
Yeah, why did they ban the Nami? You should ban the Morgana, honestly.
I'm not sure. Some of these bans seem a little bit weird in and out. Like, I don't really know exactly what the presence is of some of them, but I don't know. It's weird.
So it looks like this game might be on the back of Brutus Muffin once again. I mean, he is winning this lane. LeBlanc is about to start falling off, honestly. Because when team fights start to come around, LeBlanc just goes down the toilet, man.
I don't think she's a worthless champion in team fights. Her difficulty comes in that like her skill cap raises like probably tenfold when team fights come around. You have to find perfect flank angles. You have to know your exact damage. You know exactly who you need to target. Things like that. It's a lot harder to play LeBlanc past 15 minutes, which is why it looks so bad when most solo queue players play it. I'm not sure that Joey's in a position to do any of those things either. So I think he's a little bit too far behind. I mean, look at his itemization. He's down. He doesn't even have a Ludens completed, and already you have a Lich Bane and a Proto Belt finish for the Echo.
He went Merc Treads. Why would you go Merc Treads?
Not die to the Echo? That's the only thing I can think. Just to not die to the Echo.
It's pretty interesting. But also on the topic of LeBlanc trying to assassinate, I mean, you got the Tom Kench, you got the Echo on target ability, you got the Rek'Sai on target ability, along with the tank on Scion. I mean, good luck trying to kill anybody on that team on the LeBlanc. So, I think a lot of this late game is going to come to Vayne, honestly.
Yeah, it will, absolutely. And the Morgana keeping people, safe from CC, things like the Echo, things like the traps, things like the knock-up from Rek'Sai. Those kinds of things are you can't break them really, so it'll be good to see what you can do with that. I think another advantage in this one is that Purple Ninja is ahead, but not insanely ahead, like not ridiculously so far ahead of the Scion that he's going to win everything.
The Paranoia going to be going down as Nocturne is down here, but it looks like he isn't going to be jumping on anybody just to block the vision, as Shelly is able to get herself a turret on that bot side. So very good play from a new Dawn. Not over-greeting on that. Looks like they're going straight for, man, another Cloud?
Cloud Drakes love it, don't they?
Yeah, 5 Clouds there. Oh, Electro Slayer might be able to actually win this trade. Purple Ninja in a little bit of trouble. He is flashing the Maiden. Is going to be going down. The little minions, the mini cage, going to be able to stop Electron Slayer for a little bit. But, man, Purple Ninja not looking as well as he did on this Fiora. But, oh, here comes the Tom Kench Abyssal Voyage. Yorick might be in a lot of trouble here as the Maiden is following him around. They are flanking him on tilt. Can't get the knock up. It's going to go through another wall. And Purple Ninja.
What are you doing?
Stop watch. LeBlanc is here though, as Yorick is able to get that kill onto the Rek'Sai. And Yorick is still alive. He's doing what he can. Oh my goodness, he's still alive. And there he goes. Finally going down as Electro Slayer is able to pick up that kill. The knockup gonna be going down from Joey. Joey's in a lot of trouble. The stun can hit. Nope, Angel went for the wrong one. Oh, the hell. Oh, the LeBlanc clone blocked it. Oh, but Electron Slayer flashing, not able to get the knockup. The chains is onto him. Oh, but Slips is in a lot of trouble. Zakunaro is here, but Electron Slayer not going to be able to get that slow from the shout. Still trying to chase him, but not going to be able to. Wow.
I want to remind every single person that just watched what just happened that could have been a 1-for-0 for the side of a new Dawn. if Angel hadn't completely trolled I'm Tilt. He ate him thinking that he was trying to give the... I don't know what he ate him for. He wasn't doing anything for him. He wasn't protecting him from anything. He ate him, kept the damage off of him long enough for the LeBlanc to run up and get a trade kill. And the Yorick ended up dying in the end anyway, but it was a 1-for-1 instead of a 1-for-0. Completely unnecessary. I don't know why he did it.
Cat healing too saved him for a long time. Yeah. I thought that Triumph was gonna save him. I thought he was out, honestly.
Yeah,
man,
it's upsetting to see that he died there because it was just like it wasn't even like he played it perfectly. It was just that like a new Dawn played it so like badly or just like with too much expectation of what they were going to do or what was going to happen that they just lost it. They lost focus.
Electron Slayer is still behind in this lane though, however. So, but I mean, I think it is a little bit easier to deal with the Yorick. Oh, but Tomcat might be in a little bit of trouble as the chains and the binding and the paranoia. Bye, Tom can't eat himself.
Yeah, Morgana also takes that kill though, and that's been a pretty rampant issue in this one. Is that this Morgana has all 4 of the kills that have been around the base, so it's kind of a shame. Oh my!
It is pretty unlucky, but it looks like Brutus Muffin is trying to do it. He gets rooted and he can't ult. That is extremely unlucky.
Feels bad.
But yeah.
Oh!
Can't get it. Oh, Rek'Sai is able to get the kill onto Lamalia, but now I'm Tilda's in a lot of trouble. Can't get that E off. Hey, he Slips tried to heal him, but couldn't. As Mother Doggos is able to get that shutdown gold onto himself. Joey is still chasing him, but Slips still does a lot of damage onto the Caitlyn, a trap. Not going to be able to get on the Purple Ninja, but here comes the Abyssal Voyage as Angel is by himself now, just getting eaten up by the main. Purple Ninja is getting onto a fight with Angel though, as Akunaro is pretty low, so he can't really get himself into the fight as the Unstoppable is going to be going right onto the Nocturne, but Angel and Slips is in a lot of trouble, so Yorick does do a lot of damage with the Triforce. Here comes the TP coming from the Echo. Purple Ninja still doing what he can, but here comes the Paranoia right onto the Caitlyn. He's going to be going down. Angel is still in a lot of trouble though, is able to get himself out from the skin of his teeth. No! The Sigil of Malice is able to get himself the kill. Akunaro still on the run, but Brutus Muffin is able to get that kill as the mid turret still hasn't gone down. So much fighting in this mid lane, and I think overall it was, what, a 2 for 3? Like, man. Wow.
I longest fights I've ever seen in a League of Legends game. They're going for like 2 minutes in total. It's ridiculous. And to be honest, I don't even remember how it started. I don't know who started it in this game. I think maybe Echo jumped over the... Oh, it started with Nocturne ulted onto Tom Kench.
Yeah.
By the end of the fight, Tom Kench or Nocturne ulted a second time.
Oh,
like, that's how long that fight went.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the Pride of Domination still trying to get onto this mid turret. What's the next dragon? Bring back. It is another cloud. Jeez, man.
The cloud.
So another cloud is coming up in 20 seconds. I mean, 3 clouds with the Tom Kench. Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so not the worst. Dark Binding not going to be able to hit onto the Tom Kench. But,
and again, there's some advantages here as opposed to the last game. Like you said, the Scion is doing a lot better.
Oh, Slips might be in a lot of trouble. Nope, he's good. Okay. Sorry, go on.
Like I said, I think the Scion into the Yorick matchup is a lot cleaner than the Kled into the Fiora matchup was. And so Purple Ninja isn't able to take advantage of the advantage or the gold like disparity between them right now. In fact, they're actually even on items perfectly, like pretty much so. Of course, the Yorick has more damage, but the Scion at least has the tankiness to match. So.
Well, here comes the walk, but she gets knocked up, and here comes the Unstoppable of course, but. Not going to be able to knock up anybody as he slams his head into the wall. Joey sees Clone able to buy a little bit of time away. Brutus Muffin trying to do what he can as he dashes over the wall, but can't find anybody as the third cloud goes over to a new Dawn.
Yeah, really good job by them. They now have 4 Drakes. I think 1 or 2 more could potentially spawn. Next one's going to be a Mountain Drake. So,
yay!
What?
A Combat Drake.
Combat Drake.
Yay.
At least the split pushing Drake. They need to deny from the Yorick. That's really important. Like that's really big.
I feel like these 3 clouds actually will help a lot trying to stop this Yorick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it did stop the Fiora last time, so who knows?
It didn't stop the Fiora last time. Well, last time they got one of the Cloud Drakes, so this game they didn't give that chance over. So if they win, it's confirmed that having Cloud Drakes wins you games. So.
Yep. Let's see how this Baron play is going to be playing out, though, as the TP coming in from the Scion. Yorick does have TP as well, but a New Dawn is really committing to this this Baron right now. There's a Paranoia, and it looks like he is going to be able to go in. The Echo is just bursting up everybody, but Joey C able to get a kill onto the Caitlyn. Lavalia trying to do what he can as he dashes around him. Mother Douglas able to kill. I'm tilting. And all is left is the Scion, and wow, they just got aced. And the Baron. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Lordy.
Yeah. Good job by the Vayne in that fight. I think she picked up 3 of those kills, putting out super incredible damage. There wasn't tons of target focus, and couple that with the fact that Nocturne and LeBlanc were both in the backline, just causing so much disruption with their champions. Echo, I think, had a difficult time getting anywhere near the Vayne in the first place, so that's their main way of killing her, and that just didn't work out. I like the idea of the Baron call, and they had obviously like a very distinct advantage having the Scion there first, just weren't able to make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, with Caitlyn being cut out of the fight just automatically.
Very quickly.
By the LeBlanc. So, very good by Joey, honestly. I mean, I thought Tom Kins was going to be able to eat her, but guess not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like not only was it the LeBlanc like coming in, it was also then the Nocturne was able to combo that dive, so she got pushed all the way out the back and still died on the backside of that fight. A Guardian Angel would have completely changed that, because having her come back up would have been a game changer for that Baron call, but I just doesn't have it yet, doesn't have the gold to buy it, so gonna be a little while until that comes out.
I am a little interested in... Oh, what? Let me hold that thought, as Purple Ninja is in a lot of trouble, and Unstoppable, of course, not going to be able to hit anybody. Purple Ninja trying to run for his life, but he's just going to be dead here. Let's see who gets the kill. It is Slips, so he does get a little bit of gold for that rapid fire cannon, but Pride of Domination is just pushing on this mid.
And they're running down mid. That's the issue that they ran into. It's just that like they hard committed for that to prevent the Yorick from being able to split push later with the Baron buff in exchange for the inhib. They have time to work with. This inhib being down isn't the biggest deal in the universe. It was already probably going to go down, so trading...
Oh, Brutus Muffin is going to be going in onto the Morgana. Morgana is going to be flashing, but flash for Flash Angel. And looks like Mother Doge is going to be going down, but Until is actually going for Lavalia. He's going to be going down. The ult from Caitlyn not going to be able to hit anybody, because it doesn't kill anybody, rather. But, man, Until just a little bit too greedy right there, going for the Vayne with absolutely nobody near him. But, hey, they did get the Baron off of the Yorick, which is honestly pretty good, I think.
Yeah, it's
but they did lose the mid hit.
Help them. I don't know, the Caitlyn also getting a couple kills has been beneficial here and there. Again, on 4 items when she gets Guardian Angel, that's going to be the pinnacle of when they can like really take over some of these fights. I don't know, the Echo's starting to put in work. Like you said, Until needs to kind of take his finger off the trigger a little bit and kind of, bring himself back down to earth. But until then, he should be fine.
At least until he gets a GA. When he gets a GA, go for it, But
yeah, GA, Sterix, those kinds of things, he'll be fine.
He's getting a Sterix right now. He's trying to go for the Sterix. Honestly, I think he should have went Warrior, Black Cleaver, Guardian Angel instead of going for the Sterix. But I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really like that build. It's super strong because you get tons of early game AD coupled with armor, and you get your second life, so you get to do basically whatever you want for the first 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah. I wonder if they are going to try to catch out Purple Ninja again. I mean, they are roaming as a 3-man squad here, going towards the Yorick.
Oh, they might go for the Dragon, actually.
Yeah, it is a Mountain Dragon. I mean, if Yorick takes a Mountain Dragon, that sucks. But, hey, Purple Ninja, you're sitting on a ward, buddy. But here comes the Abyssal Voyage, and here comes the Echo as well. The Unstoppable Onslaught, not able to trick that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, but the Paranoia going on to the Caitlyn. And Caitlyn is a little caught out. The Stopwatch, is able to save her life, but... The Vayne, Morgana, and LeBlanc is on a 3-man squad taking out this top turret.
Yeah, that's they're like trading away their base in order to get some of these picks and try to get some gold value back for some of this stuff. They're also able to get the Mountain Drake with the Echo. So they're giving up things that arguably they might lose anyway in the contest with the Baron, just so that they can try to pull some objectives out. It's kind of rare to see a team able to have this much success with it. I think they've lost, an inhibitor that was already opened and a tower for multiple kills and a Mountain Drake and like I think it was Nocturne ultimate and or the Nocturne Splash. That's what I meant. So
It's really funny how much they're targeting this Yorick though. Like they are like, we saw what you did last game. You're not doing it again, buddy. We are not letting you split push. Like this Tom Kinch is honestly a really good pick into a split pusher such as Purple Ninja. So very good pick.
Has a ridiculous amount of armor right now too. This Scion is going to be able to sit in lane with the Yorick and not worry about getting solo killed for the most part. He's also a lot more valuable in team fights is the issue, is like with all this armor he doesn't really die to Vayne all that quickly. So it's a trade-off. Like you want Scion to be in the side lane to make sure the Yorick can't push everything down, but you also want him in your team fights because he's a massive part of your CC and your tank.
So we are 31 minutes in. It's honestly pretty even. I mean, 2K gold at 31 minutes isn't that big of a lead. I mean, considering that most of the gold probably is actually on the support, to be completely honest.
3,000 bit right now is on Yorick, and about 2,000 or 1.5 is currently on the Morgana. So
So not too bad, but Baron is spawning up in 15 seconds here. Let's see what the call is going to be. Both top laners does have TP. So, but I mean, with the way the Baron happened last time, you gotta think that a new Dawn is kind of a little slow on the call now, like not as confident as they once were.
I agree with that. Ooh.
But I mean, Electron Slayer is really starting to win these trades, though, man.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he just doesn't get like caught up and have to fight the minions and the maiden all at once, it's pretty good by him. I'm surprised Purple Ninja hasn't been using his ultimate super effectively in this one. He's been pumping it out like as a dueling tool almost.
They are giving up Baron. They're giving up Baron for a kill onto the Yorick. I mean, by the way, Tom Kinch just trolled his jungler again. Oh, Lord. Man. But Baron is going to be going down for the side of Pride and Domination. But their Yorick, again, doesn't have Baron. But
the Yorick,
I don't think it was really worth it.
No, it's not worth it. In the last game, you could have made an argument that like if you bring one person down and you're able to take 2, maybe 3 people to fight the Fiora and stop the Fiora from split pushing, that's fine, because then you have 2 people against 4 on the Baron pit. You could probably stall them out at least long enough to, have some sort of resistance against it. But you're talking, this is a LeBlanc, Vayne, Nocturne on the Baron, and you're bringing 3 people down there, and you get traded 1 for 1. Like, in the end, that is a terrible trade for the side of a New Dawn.
Oh, yeah. Very terrible trade. But their inhib is back up. So, it's... Let's see if they are going to try to push through this mid. I think this Yorick is just going to be staying bot. Yep, there it goes.
I think if this Yorick's going to be bot, as soon as they see him, they need to try to set up some sort of 5v5. The Guardian Angel is currently done for the
Echo.
Caitlyn. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Nope, there's the Maiden.
Yeah, come on, man. Are you kidding?
Come on.
He gets engaged on. He's like, all right, maiden time. Like, come on, dude. You gotta have that out as often as you can and use it as a pushing tool in all circumstances, as often as humanly possible. And like I said, I've only seen him pop it when he starts to lose a duel. Like, I don't understand.
I don't understand why the Echo is the answer into the Yorick when Scion has just been absolutely dominating him in the 1v1. That's why. Like,
that's what's most shocking to me is this Scion isn't just holding off Yorick.
What are you doing?
Ultimate's gonna come out, I assume.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
the knock tilt wasn't ready for it, but the knockup is gonna be going down. Purple Ninja finally dead as I'm Tilt is able to pick up that kill, but now it looks like Pride and Domination is just going to be going straight down this mid lane. LeBlanc not going to be able to get the assassination onto the Caleb, but Tom Kinch is just binding up forever, and Slips is still alive. Angel is still alive along with the Locket. Wow, he is actually still alive, but Electron Slayer not able to get that unstoppable onslaught, as he is going to be going down very shortly. No, the flash, but actually Echo is able to get the kill onto the LeBlanc, as Vayne is just kiting it out right now. Lamalia is trying to do what he can. Brutus Muffin, there's the stopwatch. He doesn't have ult just yet. Brutus Muffin is able to sidestep the binding, but Slips trying to do what he can as Lamalia is on the... Oh my goodness! La Malia is doing what he can. That's a double kill. Slips is up for the GA, and that is dead.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness. Pride and Domination. That's the ace. That's the game.
My lord.
Wow.
La Malilala, I don't know how that name is pronounced. That was some of the best Vayne kiting I've ever seen in a team fight before in my life. He had pretty decent spacing to do it, but it was gorgeous the way he was weaving.
Wow. Whew. Very good job by that Vayne. I mean, they really targeted this Yorick though, man. That was pretty much the entire thing. But they gave up so many Barons to kill the Yorick. I don't get the call from it, honestly.
I'm not sure either. And again, we were talking about utilizing that Tahm Kench to try to respond to this side lane, but they still weren't. Like, they had the Scion, and he was doing perfectly fine into the Yorick pick on his own, and it still just wasn't enough for them. They still wanted to kill the Yorick before anything happened, and they had to bring 3 people down multiple times just to stop the Yorick, and that is just taking too much pressure off the map. Couple that with, like, I felt like their warding in this game was also super inconsistent and very shallow for how much damage they actually had. The Echo could do things, the Caitlyn could still put out damage. Like, they had decent damage, and their ward score was just super low. So I felt like they didn't play. I felt like they maybe got shell-shocked in that first game with Purple Ninja on a split pusher, and they just kind of doubled down on the, okay, we're going to stop that, and they completely forgot, hey, there's a Vayne on the other team with 7 kills. Like, it's a difficult one to deal with.
It is. So, who is your MVP for this game?
Ooh,
or rather, this series? How about that?
Man, I gotta give it to Purple Ninja. He drew so much pressure in both games. The game 1 was literally him carrying them to a win, and this one they won because their 4-man squad had all the time in the world because all they would do is bring people down. I think he was the reason they won this series.
I think I gotta agree with you, actually, honestly. Mm-hmm. Like, just the pressure that he absorbed throughout the entire series, I mean, man, he did a lot, you know? So, good on you, Purple Ninja. Mr. Split Pushing God. So, I think that is it for us, unless you have any closing remarks.
Nah, I'm good. This was game 1. This is like there's plenty more games to go as the season continues, so I'm excited to see more.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm excited to see how Purple Ninja is just bringing out all these split pushing champions. I'm ready to see the Jax meme.
I'm starting the meme, Purple Ninja split push poggers, dude. That's the meme right now.
That's a pretty good meme. All right, so we are going to be signing out. I'm Backpack, and with me was Rebel Fox, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining us. But the Fiora ult is going to be going down. Purple Ninja flashing forward, not going to be able to get that kill. Electron Slayer trying to do what he can to Purple Ninja. Angel is here, though. The ultimate from Braum is going to be going down. Let's see if the shutdown is going to be going down on Electron Slayer, and it is, and that is going to be helping him a lot. But Joey C and Brutus Muffin is on the top side. The Zanya going to be going down. Brutus Muffin not going to be able to get that kill, and there it is with that 3rd dash. Brutus Muffin able to get himself a kill. That is exactly what a New Dawn needed. Able to get away from the Fiora. Brutus Muffin is able to get onto the Kane as well. Electron Slayer is here from the Chars. Lamalia and Mother of Doge is in a little bit of trouble. The flash from Tilt able to knock up Ezreal, and Ezreal's going to be going down as well. Joey C able to get that Frozen Tomb onto Ari, but Joey C is in a lot of trouble now as the Winner's Bite has marked him. The stun is going to be going down. He doesn't have any way to get out of here. The Zanya going to be saving a little bit of time. The Root going to be rooting up a little bit, but Slip's able to get that kill in a New Dawn. 4 for 1. Until let's see what he can do. But Purple Ninja is putting the ultimate down on him, and he's just getting decimated. On Tilt going to be going down, and this is probably the fight that a New Dawn wants, perhaps. Kane is going to be getting the double knock up. His Slips is trying to run away, trying to kite it out. Lamalia is able to get down. Angel Slips is going to be going down as well, as Purple Ninja is still in the base as Electron Slayer trying to do what he can. Purple Ninja is just diving turrets right now. And man, oh, charm from Brutus Muffin. Hey, but in him is going to be going down, and a New Dawn lost 3 members as well. Oh, Brutus Muffin is doing everything for his team. Oh, is he going for another one?
He's going for another.
He's going for another. He's going for another. But man, he missed that charm. That's so unlucky. But man, Brutus Muffin is telling his team, "Get on my back, guys. I got you." But doing what she can in the 1v1. But it looks like it is just a 1-for-0 in favor of New Dawn. But Brutus Muffin is here, and he is able to do so much damage onto the Morgana and the Lissandra, but Fiora is just taking the base, and Fiora is on the Nexus now. Oh my. Let's see if Antio is able to stop it, trying to get the flash. Not going to be able to. Purple Ninja do whatever he can, and he's able to get that. Last hit on the Nexus, Purple Ninja. It looks like it is just a 1-for-0 in favor of New Dawn. But Brutus Muffin is here, and he is able to do so much damage onto the Morgana and the Lissandra, but Fiora is just taking the base, and Fiora is on the Nexus now. Oh my. Let's see if Antio is able to stop it, trying to get the flash. Not going to be able to. Purple Ninja do whatever he can, and he's able to get that. Last hit on the Nexus, Purple Ninja, the split pushing champion. Wow. It's going to be playing out though as the TP coming in from the Scion. York does have TP as well, but a New Dawn is really committing to this this Baron right now. There's a Paranoia, and it looks like he is going to be able to go in. The Echo is just bursting up everybody, but Joey C able to get a kill onto the Caitlyn. Lamalia trying to do what he can as he dashes around him. Mother Douglas able to kill. I'm tilting it. All is left is the Scion, and wow, they just got aced. And the Baron. Oh, flash, but actually Echo is able to get the kill onto the LeBlanc. As Vayne is just kiting it out right now. Lamalia is trying to do what he can. Brutus Muffin, there's the stopwatch. He doesn't have ult just yet. Brutus Muffin is able to sidestep the binding, but slips. Trying to do what he can as Lamalia is on the... Oh my goodness! Lamalia is doing what he can. That's a double kill. Slips is up for the GA, and that is dead.
Oh my...
Oh my goodness, Pride and Domination.